Welcome back to the Adult Talk Minis with Fernando. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are we excited for Yellow Jackets coming out on Friday? Same day as the Adult Talks come out. Anyway, I'm back with Am I the Asshole? Am I the Asshole? I've got two. One of them is just I kind of like misread and I thought it was gonna be crazy, but then I read it and it just turns out just to be some beef between a wife and a mother-in-law or whatever. But I thought it said, "Am I the asshole for fingering my mother-in-law?" I thought it said fingering. It says firing. Whatever. This next one. This one got an award, so it's gonna be juicy. It says, "Am I the asshole for lying to my girlfriend about having a child?" Question mark. Already off the bat, that's fucking crazy. My brother passed away 5 years ago, RP. He has a daughter who was 9 at the time. Let's call her Nora. Her older brother became Nora's legal guardian, but she ended up living with me most of the time, and we got closer. She's like a daughter to me, and even though I'm not her legal guardian, everyone in our family has accepted me as her dad. I started dating my girlfriend about a year ago and told her that I have a daughter. I didn't go into details that she is not mine. I just want her to know that Nora and I are a package deal. I introduced her to Nora about 4 months ago, and they do not get along. Nora's not an easy kid to get along with, and my girlfriend lacks patience. A few days ago, she found out that Nora's actually not mine and freaked out. She called me an asshole for lying to her and forcing her to tolerate and spend time with that annoying kid who isn't even mine. Quote, I told her that Nora is mine, and I kicked her out of my house for insulting my child in my home. I've been getting texts from her friends who all think I'm an asshole. So, sir, you've fallen yourself into the typical Joel and Ellie situation here, buddy. I don't think you're the asshole here. Biologically, being her father or not, you are her dad. That is your child. You have ultimately done something so unselfish to where your brother had unfortunately passed away. Clearly, there was no mother involved because the brother became the legal guardian, which shout out to the brother for, just being old enough to do so. But shout out to this man who kind of like took that burden, quote unquote, and decided to raise this child as his own. So I think ultimately this thought process that you had is just, this is your daughter no matter what, versus saying, hey, technically this is my brother's daughter, I'm her uncle, but I'm taking care of her. I think ultimately the right woman would understand that. The right woman would consider that your daughter, and the right woman would not have this lack of patience that your current woman is seeing. So I don't think you're an asshole. I don't think she deserved any other kind of explanation. Like, I don't ever see a time where it's appropriate to where you sit down with her and be like, hey, technically this girl's not my daughter, by the way. Just wanted to let you know. I think in your eyes, in the eyes of your family, in the eyes of God, if you believe in God, that is your daughter. Now, you have done something so amazing, something that most kids in these kinds of situations don't truly get sometimes. So I think you're ultimately not the asshole. A lot of people agree. Somebody says, "Oh, P needs to drop his girlfriend and keep the kid." It says, "Block the flies around the ex-girlfriend too." I don't know what that means. It says, "I will never understand how often there are so many people who will text nasty things to people when it's not their place. Just shows how truly useless people are out there, and yet folks wonder why I state a preference for quality over quantity in friendships." Nice. I think it's a sense of entitlement. My sister did this for years before I went no contact with her. My sister? Yeah. She would text my wife, girlfriend at the time, and my brother's fiance nasty things all the time for various reasons. She claims she was sticking up for her brothers, and she just never learned to butt out. She does have a lot of narcissistic tendencies. However, the problem was that after the nasty things were said, she would never apologize. She couldn't fathom why nobody wanted to be around her anymore. Sadly, people like this usually never change. People are emboldened to text because it's not face-to-face. I can't imagine people would have to bombard me with written notes or phone calls to dip into my business in the 80s. True, the conversations are typically very different face-to-face. Ultimately, I would love to hear what you guys have to think. I would love to hear what your opinions are. So please leave us a little comment on Spotify if you're listening to it on Spotify. We've been fortunate enough to get this feature early as it's releasing to podcast people. But literally, if you scroll a little bit, it'll be like, what did you think about this episode? You could literally leave a reply. I think I've been leaving replies, but not approving my replies. I don't know how it really works. I need to log in at some point and figure that out. Also, listen to the Adult Talk clips on YouTube. Again, YouTube series, sleep series. Turn on the podcast, listen to the minis, not a chronological order, in different kinds of orders, but really something to really put your mind at ease and sleep. It will be hard with some of them. I have lowered the volume a lot because we're like fucking yelling at each other from across the room about fucking space penises or something. But yeah, just take a chance, listen to it. Hopefully, we kind of like exclude those minis that hopefully put them towards the end where you're already asleep and you don't really notice. But yeah, that was today's I Don't Talk mini. And I don't think this guy's the asshole. I don't think I'm the asshole. And I don't think you're the asshole. So I'll see you tomorrow for another I Don't Talk mini. Bye-bye.